Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thanks for watching. Thank you to my day ones. Thank you so much for standing by me through everything and giving me advice and all that other good stuff. Thank you to all the new subscribers that's coming in. I appreciate you. The ones that means well, I really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support as well. Thank you for any and all donations that has came to my channel. Thank you, okay? So, yeah, last night I was feeling good. I was celebrating somebody's birthday with them. So that's why I was feeling so good, y'all. Anyway, I got a little stuff off my chest that I needed to, you know, sometimes it feels good to do that. And you all have to excuse my rap because I need to get my hair done. So, you know, y'all know about them days. So I got to get my hair done. Anyway, I just wanted to go into a little bit more about the comparisons of, you know, Mo3 being taken out and Brandon Lee being taken out. And I just wanted to kind of go over a few things, and I wanted to ask y'all self a couple of questions about that whole situation. So basically Brandon Lee is Bruce Lee's son, and he was in a movie, and during that taping of the movie, you know, somebody put in, you know, it's supposed to be blank shells or whatever, but they put in real shells, and, you know, he was hit up on the movie scene and taken out. He passed away from that. So I wanted to, you know, talk about that a little bit and go into a little bit more depth of it, okay? First off, I want y'all to ask yourself this question. This is the number one question. How ironic is it that this movie is called Revenge? Okay, y'all? You have someone that they claim was getting into it with everybody, okay? Not no fault of his own, help of his manager, okay? But he was getting into it with a lot of people. And they say he was the causing of a lot of, you know, people's demise. Okay? They blamed Hector on him. Okay? Now, never mind, Hector was the first one that I'm hearing. I wasn't there, y'all. But Hector was the first one I heard start hitting up in the air. He was the first one that pulled something out. And through all the chaos and, you know, Mo3 trying to get out of this club, Hector gets hit and everybody blamed him, but from my understanding was more than one person was, you know, had toys. Okay, y'all? So I'm not understanding with all the chaos going on how that, you know, everybody blame him. With everybody running and all of this other stuff going on, excuse me, how do they blame him? So I just wanted you to think about that. I want you to think about backup dancer, background dancer, and all the people that he has tatted on his back. These are all the people that they say, allegedly. Okay, I gotta say this to y'all. My video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Now, this is the one that they say he's saying that Mo3 is the causing of all those people's on his back, you know, to be gone. Okay, they're saying that he hit these people up or had something to do with it. Okay, so how ironic, y'all, is it that this movie is named Revenge? Okay. Now, not only is that, there's a lot of ops that's in this movie that don't like the so-called leading character. Okay. And on top of them not liking him, a lot of them is 10 toes down when it comes to the Triple D. Some people is putting tattoos on them. They're showing their loyalty to Triple D. Okay? So, I just want you to just think, okay? Think. Just get in this mindset of the name of this movie is Revenge. Okay. Is it revenge for Hector? Is it revenge for the people on Background Dancers Back? Is it revenge for all of these things? Now, of course, they're going to say this is part 1 and, you know, part 2 is supposed to be the revenge, but whatever, okay? But he was not in part 1. Mo3 wasn't in part 1. So whose bright idea was it to put him in part 2 and to make him the star of the picture? Okay? Whose bright idea was that? Now, whose idea was it to put all of Mo3's ops in the movie? The people that don't like him. That's the number 2 question, y'all. Okay? That we need to ask these questions. Okay? Who idea was this? Okay? Who idea was it to make him, number 3, the leading actor? Leading character. That means a lot. Okay? When you think about the leading character, you think about the responsibility that throws in his lap. Okay? If he start this film, he has to finish it to the end. Because if he don't finish it to the end, then that wastes all of their money of them, you know, that they put into it. The characters, the everything. So it puts that on him. Okay? So, did this open the door for people to, you know, it seemed like it was thought out really, really carefully of what they were doing. Because how else can you keep up with a person? You know, think about this. You're controlling this person being at a certain place on a certain date. Okay? You're in control of this. Okay? And when you're in control of something like that, and at the same time you're in control of something like that, and you're posting dates that something magnificent is going to happen, people are going to be paid at this world, okay, in November. And at the same time you're doing this, you have control of when and where this person shows up. You have control of a lot of things when it comes to throwing that in his lap. And like I said, it was well thought out, because for your manager to be able to come to you and tell you this, if you don't, and get into argument with you, because he's desperate for you to come back, because, you know, pushing that pressure on him to get you back there for that 11/11 date. Very important. And for you to be able to use this movie as an excuse to pretty much threaten this man. If you don't come back and finish this movie, they can sue you. Everything that you didn't work for, you're going to be giving these guys millions of dollars. Never mind these people not spending millions of dollars for to make this movie, because it's just a little bitty, you know, low budget movie. But this is what he was probably telling him, you don't want to be tied up in court having to pay these people money or pay a lawyer to fight them if you don't come back and finish this movie. Okay? Now, like I told y'all before, when Teeth came out, you know, the gorilla, Petty Gorilla, brought Teeth into the play because they put him into the play. His friend that he'd been taking up for months put him in the play. We're going to put her on the show. You're going to get a lot of views. You get to throw Miss Lowdown under the bus. Why you doing it? I'm going to have to do it in a slick way, though, because I don't want her to think that I'm blah, blah, blah. I got to make her think that, you know, we cool. But when they put this play into motion and threw Teeth in there, and she came out and lied through her teeth that he wanted to do this scene over because he got his teeth fixed. He wanted to do that over. When she put that lie out, it was right after I had posted something saying that, you know, what I said. So they had to come up with an excuse, and it's the only thing that they could come up with. Okay? So yeah. This all adds up to one thing, y'all. And that is you're guilty of something because you're trying to hide things. You're seriously trying to hide things. And you're trying to, every time somebody says something, you try to come out with something else to counter-react what the last person just said. So you got to make up another lie to cover up that last lie. Okay? Now, number 4. I want you to consider the horrific turn of events that happened in that moment. Okay, y'all? I want you to think about that. I want you to think about the capturing of the moment. Okay? Something that they are pushing. Now you have to remember that they're saying all kind of stuff like, you know, this finna be the best movie ever. Okay? They act like it was going to be the next Denzel movie. Okay? The way that they were, you know, talking about it. Okay? As if they knew something big was going to happen in this movie. A big turn of events that was going to make people want to see it. Okay? They knew a lot of people was crazy about Mo3. What better way to push sales for the movie than to get his fans to come watch this movie? The movie of the century. Okay? But what fans want to see their favorite rapper, somebody well known to them that they love and cherish. What people want to see him pass away in a movie? Something don't add up about this. You know what I'm saying? And this has this real life taping stuff all over it. Okay? No matter what people is saying, it has it written all over it, y'all. That they wanted to capture some real life stuff to make their movie more, you know, more real. Okay? Now, in Brandon Lee's movie, the movie he passed away in, there was a prompt toy. Like I said, it's supposed to be blank. Okay? And it was like totally the opposite. Totally the opposite of the situation with Mo3. There was no prompt toys. Everything was planned out to a T. Okay? You're talking about somebody that took pride in protecting themselves. Always being ready, always having a toy on them. Even wrote songs about, always having a toy. Okay? You're talking about this person. You're talking about somebody that's not scary. A hitter. That they claim he's a hitter. They claim everybody was scared of him. All that stuff. They tried to make us feel like he's a monster. He was a monster of Dallas. People were scared of him. Well, if that's the case, y'all, what happened that day? Somebody that's always ready, always got their stuff with them. Don't have nothing. Somebody that everybody's scared of, they claim everybody's scared of him. The hitters weren't scared that day. Ask yourself this question, why? Why was they not scared that day? Did they know he didn't have anything? This is what I keep telling y'all, premeditated. Everything was planned. They ran right up on him. They didn't know if he ran in there and got something or not. They couldn't even see if he reached down and got something. But he was on him, running straight to him. Who gonna run towards somebody like that and they got something? Or you don't know if they got nothing or not. That lets you know they knew he didn't have anything. They knew their plan was working to a T. They knew he was unarmed and that somebody moved it or locked it up away from him that he couldn't get it. They knew before they ran up on him. Everything worked out as planned. How they wanted to do. To a T. To a T. Just like I said, in Brandon Lee's case, the toy was, improperly loaded. They said it was improperly loaded, which I think is bull too, because how do you mix up real ones with fake ones? Shells. How do you do that? Okay. Matter of fact, they shouldn't even had a real toy there. It should have been something that looked like one, but wasn't really one. Okay. Just for the safety of their actors. So I question that as well. I really do with Brandon Lee. But let's go back to the Mo3 case. It was loaded exactly how they wanted it loaded. Okay? And like I said, a lot of things are being hid from us. Okay? Even though y'all heard Teef say, oh, he was hit 3 times and all of this stuff. You cannot believe everything you hear. Okay? She might not even know. That might have been something they kept from her. Maybe, authorities try to keep it because they didn't even put it out. So, they figure if somebody knows how many times or whatever, then they know that they was either there or had something to do with it, if you actually know outside of, the family or whatever. But on one hand we hearing 3 times, on another hand we hearing up to 16 times he was hit. Now, I believe the 16 times because people that were on the expressway that did not have anything to do with it, they were saying that there were shell casings everywhere. Everywhere. And if that's the case and he was hit 16 times, then that also shows you that Rain Man lied again, because he said he heard a couple shots and then nothing. And he took his last breath. That's what he lied and said. So if it was over them few times and it was 16 times, that means he lied about that too. Okay? So just think about this. Okay? Now, in the middle of everything going on that expressway, just think about this. If it was a scene, which that's what it looked like, y'all. Just like it. Because when he went into the car, then he kind of like went to, crawling a little bit, but running the way he was running. I think when he started running, and then the actors that was supposed to be in the movie wasn't the ones that was jumping out. I think that the people that was jumping out was the people that wanted the revenge. Okay? That's when it got real. Okay? Now, another thing that people are saying, that he was hit in the hand. Okay? Did he throw his hand up? Did he throw his hand up like, wait a minute, what is going on? These ain't the actors from the movie that I've been shooting, my scenes with. These people that's around me now, they're the people that I've been beefing with. These are the people that I be talking about on lives. And I'm talking about the treatment that I'm getting and how they treat me and the things that they're doing. These are the people that I talked about, they boys. Okay? They're dead homies. These are the people that's around me right now. This just got real. Did the panic hit when he really saw who was around him instead of the people that was supposed to be there? Ask yourself this question. All of the people that's around him right now, in this moment, is the cowards that were scared of him. They didn't want to beef with him on a regular street. No, no, no. They wanted to set up a play to make him look stupid, and in the end make him stand there and everybody is in his face. Everybody giving you one of theirs. One of their shells. Because we do know several people on that expressway were his ops. Several people that was on that expressway were doing questionable things. Questionable things. Wiping the nose, got your shirt off, on, chains off, flipping around the block, go off the expressway, come back on and pick up your hitters after they finish doing what they doing. Like, my opinion, I clearly see some kind of black Jeep or something to the side. Was that one of the, supposedly, was that the car that was supposed to be doing the taping for the real movie that they told him to do? Or was that car over to the side just to help block traffic, to make everything look like a scene? Nothing makes sense other than that. Nothing makes sense other than people running up on somebody that's usually is always ready. But they was running up on him like they knew he wasn't. That screams volumes, y'all. Who took his toy out the car? Who made him unarmed? That's the question. That is the question of the decade. Who took it? You have to ask yourself, would they have ran up on him like that if it wasn't a setup? Would they have ran up on him? Ask yourself that question. And a lot of us already know the answer to that. They wouldn't have, because this is what that comes out of everybody's mouth. They were scared. All of these scary people around him in the end. Some with masks on, some without, because I'm sure they wanted him to see their face. They don't seem like the type that would have all kept their face hid. Some was going to let him know. Your time up. They wanted to look him in his eye. In the end. They wanted to. I think the girl that walked up on him on the expressway with the red jacket on, I think that she was taping him with her phone too. I do believe. She got up really, really close. That was her job, to get up real close. And get them up close scenes. Was it all a joke, y'all? Was it a bad joke? That's the first thing that Beto said. Joke's on you. Now who's RIP'd now? Was it a big joke? The ultimate joke that had everybody else laughing. But people around them ain't laughing. Only they crew laughing about it. But the thing of it is, it ain't funny now. It ain't funny. Because everything is in a big whirlwind right now. People don't know what to expect right now. They have 2 people locked up. Devin and Keywan. 2 people. Keywan was supposed to be the one, allegedly, that was locked up first. So why isn't they having any hearings for him? They say they have a witness that said that he was there. Why haven't they started with him if he was the first one locked up? Devin, on the other hand, he has had 2 hearings. And he have a 3rd one, I believe, that just happened or is scheduled to happen. What's going on, y'all? The ball is in their court. The ball is in the authorities' court right now. And one thing about this is everybody's watching. Everybody want to see, is they going to cover this up and let this laugh fly? Or is they going to do their job? Is they going to get them boys to themselves and make them, tell them about this whole movie play Because this is exactly what it was. A movie play. Is they gonna make them talk about it? Or is something mysteriously gonna happen to them? You know, you have to think about all of this when you think about, you know, Bengay involvement in this. Because can he reach them? Do we have inside men to do that? Ask yourself, do the feds really want to know the truth? Do they really want to know the truth? Do they want these small fries? Or do they want the top dogs that's behind this whole thing? Because you know what? If they, one by one, get the top people that's, you know, allegedly the masterminds of this, it's a lot of people gonna fall, y'all. A whole bunch of people. I could see it now. Them rounding them up. Every last one. Because once you get one or two or three, everybody else gonna fall like a domino effect, because everybody gonna be trying to do a deal. Everybody is going to be trying to get back to their people. They don't want to be locked up the rest of their life for this. So they going to start singing. And all that loyalty going to go out the door. A lot has changed since then. They wasn't expecting. People was acting like just because they had that much hate for him, that people were just gonna just accept it. But they not. People are still peed off. And they're not letting up. No matter what they portray, the fear factor they try to put in on people, they're not letting up. The joke's on you. Who's RIP now? He's saying, you talked about our boys that was RIP'd. Now who's RIP? You are now. The joke is on you. Put your hand up like, what is going on? I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing to fight y'all back with or nothing. But they didn't care if he had anything or not. They made it that way. That was their whole idea, to make sure you didn't have anything. Is that where that first shot went through? Get your hand down. Boop. This what time it is. Get your hand down. Now, what better way for everybody to try to clear up their names, because their names is popping out everywhere, even when you ain't talking about it. Authorities is questioning this. You did make this movie with these guys. These guys did post 11/11 stuff, showing all they big stacks of money and showing that people are going to get paid all in November. They was the reason he was back. A lot of stuff ain't adding up. The whole thing that they wanted it to seem like it was, as far as crime of passion, It don't add up. So that makes the authorities have to go back to the chopping board. Like, this ain't gonna fly. It's something else we missing. Is this why they keep having hearings? They not there yet. Is it? They don't quite have it covered up the way they want to cover it up yet. The people that want to cover it up. There's doubts with real authorities. But back to these people trying to cover things up. What better way to try? Do y'all remember when none of his music was being released? And everybody was saying that they don't have the phone. And remember when I said, I wondered, do the family have the phone and this and that? And I'm starting to wonder now, was that a part of the deal? Or a deal? Did Mr. Rain Man go to the family and ask for the phone back? Because they the only one that should have been allowed to have that phone back. Did he go to them? Tell them, you know, if you give me this phone back, then I can release his music and then y'all can get paid. And on top of that, you know, I'll help with the brother's career. And since Rain Man is so tied in with the same movie people that were in the movie, the actors, since he was so tied in with them, don't that give him pull with them? All of a sudden now, these people that, you know, people that was posting the 11/11 stuff on their pages, these same people are having interviews with Mo3's brother. What better way to try to clear things up and make everything look smooth again? Make yourself look like you ain't had nothing to do with nothing. I'm trying to help the family out now. What better way to do that? Ask yourself this question. Why are they so tied in and trying to be so obligated to his family now? Ask yourself why, when people are traveling around Dallas now, you hear Mo3's music on the radio stations and everything. You go in the stores, they bumping it. But they wouldn't play it when he was alive. Ask yourself this question. What's really going on? What they thought was going to be a response didn't turn out to be that response. Big Bird and them and Background Dancing them, they all thought that they was going to get rid of him, make money off of him, and then live their life and still run around and torture everybody in, you know, Dallas that they want to torture because they got people that's, you know, go to their church, you know, that signed up to protect the community. But they only protect them. That's what they thought it was going to go back to. But it didn't work out like that. Big Bird done moved to California. He said, peace out. I'm gone. He done left. Background Dancer ain't coming outside without no people around him. He's scared to come outside by himself. But he sits back and talk all this stuff. Making songs, laugh now. I told y'all in the beginning when I first started that it was a mockery. He always laughed. He was always laughing. He was always joking. He was always happy. He was always laughing. Even when he was talking about what the ops was doing to him, he was still always laughing. That's why he made that song, Laugh Now. Because he's saying, you can't laugh no more. Laugh now. But I don't think background dancing gonna get the last laugh. I really don't. Because his life has changed dramatically since this happened. And not for the good. Not for the good. A lot of their lives have changed dramatically. Look how rough people is looking when they do post something. They looking really rough. With their hair, look like they haven't even been shaved. They got their little head wraps on, like they don't want people to notice who they are. Trying to change what they look like. Or they security, got so many security people around them, they just scared for their life. They still laughing, trying to play it off because they got all these people around them. But what's so funny? You scared to come outside. You singing about scared to come outside, but you scared to come outside. I watched this video the other day. And this video was about Sexual Chocolate and somebody else. I'm trying to think who else it was. I think it was Sexual Chocolate. It's something he said. And he was talking about a lot of how fake the industry is. You know, the rap game is. And that a whole bunch of people that you think is beefing is not really beefing. He put this out in his own mouth. I'm going to try to find it for you all and put it in my description box. But this is what he's saying. He's saying that it's a lot of fake beefs going on. And when he was talking about the fake beef, they were showing that, you know, people were saying that Mo3 went and did a song with somebody. I think Kevin Gates. I think it was him. If it wasn't him, my bad, y'all. But I think it was him. He did a song with him. And they're saying that that song upset Sexual Chocolate when he did that song because he's somebody that, you know, they claim don't get along with, you know, Sexual Chocolate. These two. And from what I got from this video was that was fake. That was fake so that they can, it could further help line Mo3 up. Okay? By the guy doing a song with him, and then people start saying that, you know, he shouldn't have did that song with him because they don't get along or blah blah blah. And oh, excuse me, this is what they saying. It was part of helping line him up. So I just want people to pay attention to, especially rappers, pay attention to, I know some people have ghostwriters, some people write their own music, and then people just help them with their videos and this and that. But pay attention when someone that's filming a video or whatever, or your manager or whoever, wants you to do a video and put you in certain scenes. Okay, pay attention to that, because this is a part of them helping line you up. So when they want to say, you know, lay in a coffin and look down at yourself and this and that. Don't do this. This is something that later people start talking about later. Like, this was a part of that, blah, 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 blah. This was the start of it. And then you go back to all these old videos and there's clues all through different videos and videos, you know. I'm sure he did not come up with all of these, you know, videos on his own and what to do and everything. He got advice from somewhere. And whoever he got that advice from was a whole nother part of helping line him up. That you should do this and you should do that. And in this video, we're going to have two people pop out right here. And we're going to have you lay right here. And, you know, a lot of these things were history in the making of the same circle of death. Look at XXX. He did that same thing, extension. Looking at himself inside of a casket. And then the next thing you know, he's in the casket. Same thing that happened to him. Made that video. Him inside the casket. And then he's in there. And at the same time that they were lining all of this stuff up, at the same time, they were the ops preparing to make new music while you were still alive. They were getting ready to make music that was going to come out after you was taken out. This is all premeditated, y'all. And then, you know, they had this bright idea to say, I made that song when he was still alive. Why would you be making songs about somebody's demise or whatever and they're still alive? And everything is just so real how y'all stuff is lining up and everything. Why is it so important for them to control the narrative of everybody that's, you know, making videos? Why was it so important for them to just start coming at people, you know, in every way they could? Threats, we gonna line you up, you know, we coming for you. This person was paying $7,000, this, that, this. Why was this so important for them to put out, y'all? To try to get people to be quiet about things. Why is it so important for somebody to be in a car accident or whatever and be all this stuff on them to try to push fear? This is what they do. Why is it so important for people to try to change your narrative? Why would they care what you're talking about if they didn't do anything? Why would you care? Ask yourself all of these questions. And then after that, after you try to do the little hit on people and all this other stuff, then you start working on Mama Bear and the family. Trying to take them under your little wing. How you gonna take his family under your wing when you ain't like him? You don't think he's sitting back, you know, he don't see this? Every opportunity is not always a good opportunity. So I hope that if they are getting paid off or something for them to do business or deal with these people, the same people that their family member passed away dealing with these people, I hope that deal is worth it. It's worth it. It's worth you helping them try to brush things under the rug. Because that's exactly what this is. If I show a working relationship with the mother and the brother, then that would make people think that I'm innocent. It's so many people, like I said before, is out here that's not getting any justice for their family members. Not none. And they wish to the God they had the opportunity. They wish to God they had this opportunity to be in their place, that they have a lot of writers, just people that want to see justice. They wish they had that opportunity. And they have it now. And they're starting to lose it in some shapes or forms. But his spirit is so strong that people is still talking. No matter what the actions are, that's going on between the family and these vultures. His spirit is so strong that he's not going to rest until somebody pays for what they did in some shape or form. And that's the brilliant part about the whole thing. That's the amazing part. And like I said, I have learned a lot dealing with this. I have learned some things, okay? And the fakeness of people is so real. It really is. It's so real. And the trolls is so real. Like, these trolls is ridiculous. Like, could you imagine I have to go to school with some of these people that be on the internet? Lord. I can't even imagine going to school with some of these trolls that's out here, don't have nothing to do with their life but run from page to page and talk crap about people. Talk crap. Oh, she blocked me. Maybe I saw something that I didn't like. Maybe that's why I blocked you. Now, sometimes I make a mistake and block somebody by accident because people be talking slang stuff I don't understand. Be like, oh, I don't understand what you're saying. Peace out. This is a page where people understand each other. They talk about things. They try to discuss this situation, that situation. We don't need nobody coming on here throwing this stuff out that we don't even understand what you're saying. So then I just don't even miss it. I might lose a view, but okay. To stay in safe zone and be able to understand people, then that's what I do. And if you run into somebody's page telling them that I block you, and they supposed to be my family in the first place. They supposed to be my, internet family. And they even let that comment stay up. Whatever. To each his own, baby. Okay? When you send out shout outs to people that's supposed to have paid somebody to put a hit on me, you ain't my family. Don't keep running to my inbox. Don't call me, none of that stuff. I'm good. When you're a co-host are supposed to be fellow people that I supposed to been, plug with. And you're saying these could have been your mamas helping try to get you back in line. Oh, now y'all my enemies' mamas. It's hilarious. And I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm a straight shooter when I gotta say something. I don't care to mention your name. You're not getting that many views anyway. So that's why I didn't mention your name. So if you want to, take the gloves off, let's do this. Okay, Missy. You had a live and you had about 5 people on there. So do you think I care? And I'm not trying to be dirty, but don't keep coming at me and think I'm not going to say nothing. Okay? Because I'm still going to talk. Okay? So, just go do y'all. Let me do me, y'all do y'all. I'm sick of being in this circle with y'all. Because it's petty. That you spend all your time talking about these same people. That disrespects you. That you got to keep, you claim they trolling you. If somebody trolling you, block them. Stop talking about them. Stop mentioning them. And go on about your business. But that's not what y'all doing. Y'all playing back and forth with this person. And he's a child and y'all grown. And for you all to, well, he act like a child. He's not really a child, but he act like one. And for you all to keep making videos about him and going back and forth with him. And then now that, it didn't get under my skin now. That you would apologize to somebody like this. And you would send a shout out to Mr. Scandalous, somebody that tried to come at me. And now when I say something last night, oh, I'm hearing from y'all now. Please go y'all way. And I'm going to go mad. Okay? Please. And just like you sent me viewers, I sent you some. I sent you a lot. That's why you got so many views in a little amount of time. So, people gonna watch you if they want to. When they get tired of you talking about this dude, this little demon guy, when they get tired of your whole conversation, keep talking about this same guy and turning on people that was in your corner. When they get tired of that, they'll stop listening to you. But I'm not the person that be like, oh, y'all don't go listen to him, because that's not me. People gonna see you for what you are. Sooner or later, they're going to see you for what you are. And for you all to think that I wouldn't get upset about something. Not really upset, just wash my hand of it. It's childish. If some little child, little female, act like a kid, keep coming at me, even when I do my lives or whatever it may be, disrespecting my circle, I'm gonna block them. And I'm gonna keep it pushing. YouTube don't stop with these few people. So I'm just wondering why you're so stuck on it. You're so stuck on keep talking about this guy. That's nothing but a demon. He called himself troll because that's what he is. He's a demon troll. He go from page to page. Instead of doing some homework on the people that he talk about, he go from page to page to steal information from people and then, put some music to it and bam, there's his video. Because he's good at editing. And if you get mad and don't want to deal with him, you're his enemy. You all kind of bees and the this and the that. The disrespect outweighs anything of even trying to help him. His disrespect outweighs that. The demon in him won't let you reach him. So why bother? Somebody else's problem, not yours. So please, the only way I'm going to talk to y'all is through this thing right here. This camera right there. I don't want your emails. I don't want your phone calls. I'm good. And it's as simple as that. You don't have to leave me messages saying, I cussed him out, because you don't have to cuss him out. You have to ignore and you have to block, and then you don't have to go through that. But for 1 minute you saying, oh, people hurt his feeling, calling him a devil, and then the next minute when he say something inappropriate to you, as you keeping on trying to console him, and then you cuss him out. You didn't cuss him out from the beginning. You cussed him out because he is ignorant, and this is what he does. But for you to have to explain why you took up for me makes me wonder, did you just take up for me to get views? I was going to send people to you, women, okay? A lot of women that sitting around their house with this COVID going on, and sent you a lot of views of women. That's why your views went up so fast. Was that what it was all about? Because how now the person that you call yourself was protecting me from, now you making all these videos about this kid acting person, and wasting your time and breath dealing with him. You claim he trolling you, but you laughing and study just playing with him. You too grown for that. So I ain't gonna keep talking about it. This is my last time even mentioning it, but the only reason why I mentioned it now, because you all are reaching out to me through emails and phone calls, and I'm good. I'm good. I like when I get positive energy. That's why I like my subs, because I get positive energy. And it's so easy when you got a boatload of people that's positive, and then you get 1 or 2 people come in negative. It's easy that they stands out from the rest of my subs. They got some sense. It's easy to spot them out and block them and go about my business. That's why it's easy now to block out people out of my life, because if they make me feel a certain type of way, and you making me feel this type of way more than once, even though I want to give you the benefit of the doubt, and you still keep on doing things that you know I don't approve of. I'm not with that fence rider stuff. You either on this side or you on that side. It ain't no over here, over there, over here, over there. Because if it's that, then it's no over here anymore. Just stay on over there. Go back over there with him. Okay? That's how I feel. I've always been like that. I've said this over and over again, and maybe I have to repeat it again because people don't know how I feel about things. But I'm not no fence rider. You either with me or you against me. Or you might even be neutral. But it's no, you on this side, then you on this side, then this week you on that side. And you just keep doing the same thing over and over, playing their game with them. When is it time to get off of this roller coaster little game with these ignorant people and then go do something else? You just keep on dealing with ignorant people. And then you send a shout out to Mr. Scandalous. Somebody that, the Countdown Man said paid him money to look for me. You sent him a shout out? Really? Well, I'm sending you a shout out. Leave me the hell alone. Okay? There's your shout out. Leave me alone. Okay? Don't tell me to calm down. Don't tell me anything. Leave me alone. I don't care about the games that y'all playing with each other. Leave me alone. That's it. I want to do me by myself. Okay? Like I started off. That's what I want to do. And not be bothered with anybody like that anymore. You don't have to defend me. You don't have to do nothing. You can jump on the bandwagon with the rest of them and talk about me if you like. Because I don't care anymore.
And I expect it, to be honest. So please stop mentioning me saying, I still love you. That's not love. When you love somebody, you protect them. And when other people come at them, you're not sending them shout outs. You're not trying to, apologize. That's what you do when you love somebody. You don't keep playing games with people like that. So I promise y'all. I promise my subs, because I know they the one told me don't deal with people in the first place. But I'm telling y'all, I am going to not even talk about them anymore. But I had to respond to them calling me, because I have not been even talking to none of them. I have nothing to say anymore. Okay? This is a relationship that has closed the door. And I'm going to say the same thing I said to that demon, okay? I'm going to say to them, I wish y'all the best, okay? I don't wish nothing bad to y'all. Keep moving, keep learning just like I am, okay? You're going to regret losing a friendship like mine. I know you will, but maybe you'll learn from your mistakes. That playing that game is not even worth it. Okay, so I wish y'all the best. All three of you that was on the live. I wish y'all all the best. Okay, it's a shame I won't get to work with, the one that was acting like she cared about, victims. It's a shame I didn't get to work with her, but it is what it is. Okay, and I saw her pretty much trolling somebody else on another page one day that I didn't like. I heard a little comments that she was, putting in the comment section on somebody's live, and I was like, wow, this is a grown woman that has lost a child, her own self, and she's trolling people too. So I was peeping her little childishness then. And like I said, you learn people, and you learn yourself. If you want to continue to deal with somebody or you don't. And I be so happy sometimes when I find out how a person is, that the best part of finding out about people's true intentions and things that they're about, and learning that you really have nothing in common with those people, is the best part sometimes is getting away from it. Seriously, not having no ties to it. It was just like when that demon attached to me and I detached myself from him. It was such a relief off my shoulders. And now here's another one, another release off of my shoulders of fakeness, pretending like you got my back just so that you can get views, and then it's on to the next and the next and the next. I've been peeping a lot of things that I just be quiet about, and I let it build up sometimes, and then when it gets to that level that it needs to get to, then I handle what I need to handle. And this is me. Sometimes I don't let it build at all, because I just be like, nope, don't want to deal with that one. But sometimes, like I said, people come in ways that you would think that this person is older. He ain't got time for no bull crap. He ain't got time for childish games. So yeah, he seemed on the up and up because he seemed like he protect women. And then, this happens. And there's not much you can do about it but walk away from it. So that's what I'm doing now. And I completely understand now why I got a message saying that, the demon said that you're going to turn on somebody that you was dealing with. And now I understand why that message came to me in an email from somebody. Because the demon knew that he can reach people that I deal with online. He knew he can reach them. So he knew that they would talk to him and all kind of stuff. He knew how I cut him off, so he knew that I would cut them off. That's why that message came to me like that. So it's amazing how things works itself out, y'all. And the first thing people think about, they say, told you she was this, or I told you she was that. When I'm always the one that's the ratter. I'm the main one that will rat with somebody. But if you're not ratting for me in the way I want you to rat for me, I ain't ratting at all. And that's just how I am. And ain't nobody gonna change that. So let's get back to business, y'all. Okay? I think I said everything I needed to say as far as this whole Mo3 thing. And another thing that one last thing I wanted to talk about the Mo3 thing is, this is something that hits the spot seriously. And this is people in Dallas telling people, you know, to mind their business. This is a Dallas thing. Stay out of it. That's the funniest thing that I've ever heard. It really is. That you think that you own a place that people cannot talk about. That's the stupidest thing that could come out their mouth. And at the same time, it's a very telling thing that comes out of their mouth. Why would you care about what people are saying from wherever they're from? Why do you go to that extreme as saying, don't talk about my state? It puts so many spotlights on them as to why you even saying something like that. Are you involved with the people that has something to do with what they're talking about, if this is what is coming out of your mouth? So I just wanted you all to think about that. Continue to think about everything that's going on. Try to continue to stay up to date on what's going on. Like I said, it's not a lot to put out because I had already dug till, you know, I dug. Okay, me and my sister got down digging. And I put up every post that, you know, I possibly could. I probably got a few other posts that I haven't put up, but y'all get the picture of where it originated from. The players. You all get the picture. You all get the picture about the people that's running the state, the ties with the churches and, you know, the police stations. You all get the picture of what's been going on. And you already know it's a new commissioner. I guess it's the commissioner of somebody new that's in there. And people are saying that he's somebody that's going to get to, you know, get down to the point of, you know, what's really going on. So all you can do is sit back and see. You can sit back and you can wait and you can see. Anytime you hear anything about the court stuff, try to keep, you know, being informed about that, because that's very important. And like I said, if they get away with this, it's going to be much worse, because this was very sloppy in itself. But they're going to try to really, 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 really get down to the nitty gritty next time and cover, you know, every area of whatever that they're, you know, beefing up for next. People like this, when they plan something out like this and they get away with it, it gives them power, and it makes them think that they can do it again and get away with it. So you have to nip it in the bud, and this is something that we have to do for this whole situation, because these people think that they can write people's death into movies and plays and things like that and make it real life, because they think that, you know, it will sell. I don't know if you all saw the Blair Witch Project. The Blair Witch Project was some, you know, college students that put together a mystery little thing, and it made so much money, and they didn't have to take anybody out to do it. Moral of the story is, you don't have to take people out to make your movie a hit movie. You don't have to do that. So we have to get crazy people that think like this, we have to get them off track of thinking like that. Because if you don't, you're going to see more and more of what happened to Mo3 in different ways. So that's all I'm just trying to tell y'all. If you stood up for Mo3, keep standing up for Mo3. Okay? Don't let people bully you and tell you they gon', you know, whatever it is they plan on doing or whatever. If it's people time, it's their time. Okay? If you feel like something threatening you, protect yourself. And you keep doing what you feel is right. Okay? And as far as the third authorities, you never know with them. You never know if we're going to come out on top and they really get the people that did this to him, or they really care about getting the people or getting to the bottom of this whole movie fiasco and manager crap. You don't know. Or you don't know if it's going to be covered up and they're going to, you know, keep the wrong people locked up, or, you know, let them out later because of insufficient evidence or whatever. You never know. Only thing you can do, like I said, sit back and wait and see for right now. Okay? That's all we can do. And in the meantime, in between time, we can still talk about it. We can still have discussions on it. So, like I said, from time to time, I will jump on here and talk about things that has to do with it. If I see something new, or somebody, you know, send me something, or I dig up something new, or something that's interesting come up with a court case, then yeah, we gonna talk. We still gonna talk. But other than that, it won't be something that I post about every day. Okay, y'all? Because it's not a lot much more to talk about. But I just still want you all to take in consideration and keep things fresh on your mind of what and how things could have went down. Okay, y'all? So please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching. And I hope everybody's having a beautiful, beautiful day. I hope so. Okay? Just took me a nice hot bath and just relaxing right now. I'm about to go back to writing. Get comfortable and write. I need to take my hair down and do something for my hair, but I just been being lazy lately. So excuse my scarf, y'all. But anyway, y'all be safe out here, okay? Peace.